Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the time of the month and the thumbnail, it is time for August TBR. So we always play this fun little game to pick my TBR, and I found my troll finally. Did I have him in July? I might have, but I found my troll, so we're gonna be the troll. Last month I had 7 books on my TBR, I believe, but I read almost all of them. I read all of them except for Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, which is a shame because Riley Sager is one of my favorites. Like, one of my favorite authors ever. And I kind of wish I would have gone to it, but I didn't. I am going to try and get this back on the TBR in August, and even if I don't, I am going to try to read it in August, but we will see how that works out for me. Usually after I go through how I did last month, I talk to you about Buzzword and TBR Knockout. I am going to tell you about those books at the end instead, because there's also a readathon called the Ketchup Readathon. No, Catch 'em Up. It's the readathon with books and jams. And it's basically this readathon that has prompts if you want to use them, but you don't have to. And it's like designing like your dream barbecue. So you get a location and then you have a prompt. Then you get who's invited and you get a prompt. Then what is on your menu, and you can use that to design your menu. Will also help you with your prompts and what books you put on there. So I am going to try and read as many Book of the Month books as I can. I don't necessarily think that I'm going to get them all on as part of this TBR, but at the end I might just go through my Book of the Month books and say that I'm going to try and read as many of these as I can in August during that readathon. And alright, turn number 1 is a 5. Oh, a wild card to start the game. Oh, that means someone else gets to pick it. Oh no. Nope, wrong one. Now I know the first prompt. Ooh, okay, 1 shelf, 1 week. Roll number 1 got us a wild card pick, and for that we got 1 shelf, 1 week challenge. So that means that in August, for 1 week during August, I'm going to be picking 1 shelf, and I'm going to try to read as many books as I can from that shelf. I think that Emily Fox from Books with Emily Fox, I'll link her channel somewhere. I think she's the one that created this and started this on her channel. So I don't think that I'm going to pick what shelf in this reading or in this TBR video, but there will be a reading vlog in August. Alright, roll number 2 is Other. Oh man. With a pretty cover. Our second roll landed on Other, so not romance, not thriller, not horror, not mystery, not like lit fic, classic fiction, anything like that. So there's really not a whole lot, but We landed on Other with a pretty cover. I don't know if you, for some reason it's not showing you, but I have picked a poetry collection called Pillow Thoughts by Courtney Peppernill, and I think that this is very simple and very pretty. So pretty covers are very subjective, and I really like this cover. I got this at Goodwill, so it's a pre-loved book, but I am the type that when I read poetry books, I am going to be writing in my poetry books, highlighting stuff, and like making it a thing. But this is, I guess, our first official book, but our second turn. So let's go to turn number 3. Alright, turn number 3 is Other again. Oh, off my physical collection. Right, turn number 3 landed us on Other, and I don't think that I've ever landed on the same space like twice back to back. And I guess that I'm making a new rule that if that happens, like I landed on the same Other space twice in a row, then I have to take an extra turn. So instead of 6 turns, it's going to be 7. So now we have 7 turns, and this is our 3rd turn. I had to pick a book from the Other section, so like nonfiction, poetry, graphic novels, and maybe, if I get any I do have a fantasy. Ooh, I should have picked, fantasy, sci-fi, that kind of thing, because I don't read those very often. So if I have one, usually there's a reason. But it had to be off my physical collection. So I'm going to be reading Archie Volume 4, which is a graphic novel series. I really like the artwork, and I really am enjoying being with these characters. These characters are what make the Archie series so much fun to read. I also I haven't seen the last couple seasons of Riverdale, but used to love Riverdale. Alright, roll 4 is a 3. So a romance. Oh, with an audiobook. I think that I already told you that I'm thinking about trying to participate in Catch-Up-a-thon put on by Krista from Books and Jams, which is reading all your Book of the Month books. I have 2 audiobooks on Book of the Months, or on my Book of the Month account. And so for audiobook, I'm going to be listening to The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I like their romances. I almost said I love their romances, but I don't. They're either a hit with me or a real miss with me. Their more recent stuff has definitely been more of a miss with me personally. So I'm hoping this one will kind of get me back to where I'm starting to love their stuff again. I don't know what this book is about. I just know it's Christina Lauren. It takes place in paradise, and it seemed like a lot of fun, but I've heard literally nothing about this book. So that will be my first book for Catch-Up-a-thon. Let's go to roll number 5. Roll number 5. Alright, rule 5 is thriller horror that has a 4-word title. Turn number 5 landed us on thriller horror with a 4-word title. I'm gonna stop showing you because it's not doing it, but 4-word title. I got another book of the month book on here. This is Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman. This is a haunting type of story told from the perspective from a little girl, and I'm really excited for this. Right, number 6 is a wild card again. Oh no. Ooh, no. In the camera. Oh, okay. Hubby. So, hubby is at work, but I will either insert a picture of the book here or there will be a clip right there. Okay, this is our last roll. Okay, thriller horror with an even number of pages. Our last book was a thriller horror novel that ends in an even number of pages. So I have 402 pages, I believe. Let's see. Okay, 404 if you count the acknowledgements, but if you don't, like me, then it's 402. I'm not sure if you can read that, but 402 pages. This is signed here by Claudia Lux, and this has been on my TBR for almost 2 years. So it's about time that I read this book. I was initially super excited for this book when it first came out. It's about this guy named Payet who works in hell and he wants a promotion. So all he has to do is get this family to sign their lives over to the devil, and then he can go from the 4th floor to the 13th floor, I believe. But it comes with a promotion, and I read the first couple of chapters of this when I first got it a couple years ago, and I loved it. It's kind of funny and campy and like that kind of horror, and I was really enjoying it. I don't know why I put it down, and I definitely don't know why I haven't picked it back up, but I figured that the catch-up-a-thon would be a perfect time to try this again, because if I don't read it soon, I feel like I'm just gonna have to unhaul it. Like, it's doing me no good just sitting on my bookshelf, and I don't really ever think about it. I was honestly trying to get Middle of the Night by Riley Sager on here, but that one has an odd number of pages. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, let's try it. Let's do it. So that is my TBR game for the month of August. I don't know what hubby picked yet, and I also don't know what shelf I'm going to do, but I have, like, this counts. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That counts as 1. Then 2. So I have 6 of those, and then behind you, I have my little tree shelf that's really disorganized. But there are a total of 13 shelves, so I will start a reading vlog at some point, maybe after catch-up-a-thon, because I think I want to do a reading vlog, reading the books for catch-up-a-thon that I get to, and then that week after, I can do the 1 week, 1 shelf type of reading vlog and hopefully get the rest of these books. I feel like I have an audiobook, I have a graphic novel, I have a poetry collection, so I'm feeling pretty good. And then I don't know what hubby picked yet, but I will set something up for him. Maybe I'll just let him look. I'll show you. So these are all the books that I bought this year, so maybe that I haven't read yet, so maybe I'll just let him pick one of these. This one I kind of need him to pick, or would like him to pick, because this I borrowed from my brother-in-law and it's not my book, so I need to get it back to him as soon as I can. But like I said, it's kind of messy and there's a lot of books, but I might let him pick from there, or maybe I'll just get some books together and let him pick. I could do like book of the month books and 24 books that I need to read in 2024, whatever's left of that, because I know it's a lot. Well, it's like half. I still have 12 left, I think. But I'm gonna go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.